The two leaders, Xi Jinping and Shinzo Abe, meeting in Beijing as we speak, have signed a currency swap agreement. So they've just announced that, and they're trying to establish a YUAN or renminbi clearing bank as well. What does this mean to you, especially with regards to where RMB could be headed from here?
Yeah, I think it's very important because people have been, focusing so much on the obviously the tensions between the U.S. and China. But here in Asia, we have for China a very important partner. It's actually the most important trading partner for China. So the visit of Abe in Beijing is something that everybody is watching very, very closely, and we do expect a number of announcements, such as this one, as another sign that, again, China does not necessarily need to be so dependent on what the US or Washington, D.C. is saying about what's going on in China.
All right, and I know you and a lot of other people think that the big canary in the coal mine is not just EM broadly, generally, but EM currencies specifically. We touched on RMB already. The rest of the lot, I mean, there's been so much focus on the deficit economies, especially ones that are net oil importers. Any new ideas that we should be thinking about or looking at, Karine?
Well, I think it's been the case now. Basically, 2018 has really been a year where currencies of emerging markets have been in the spotlight. And I mean, we've had, of course, the Argentine Peso, the Turkish lira, even the rupee in India. So I think for us, as investors in the equity markets, we're looking at basically trying to get less vulnerable in terms of our portfolio exposure, in a sense that we are looking more into domestic stocks and investment themes, such as, for instance, the environmental protection sector in China, or even consumers, which are less exposed to this currency volatility. Because again, currencies have not only been weak, sometimes they're also surging, and then you could have an impact and so forth. So that's one way to play it. It's difficult when you don't know. When you try to navigate in an uncertain environment, you try to make sure that some of these vulnerability or pressure points are less obvious in your portfolios, basically.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.